Today we are going to start with a new topic under polynomials, that is remainder theorem. Before discussing the remainder theorem, let us discuss what is the relation between factors, multiples and remainder. Fine. Let us take a simple example. If I say that if I divide 15 by 6, now if we talk about the remainder here, this is remainder, this is quotient, this is divisor and this is the dividend. Fine. In junior classes we have studied about this. Fine. Same thing we follow in polynomials also. This is called as division algorithm, that we say dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This thing is called as division algorithm. Fine. We can use it in polynomials also. Now coming to the second thing. Here the remainder was a non-zero number. But if the remainder is 0, suppose I divide 15 by 3. Now my remainder is 0. Fine. So what I can say that 3 is a factor of 15, or in another way I can say 15 is a multiple of 3. Fine. The smaller number is always the factor of bigger number if after division remainder is 0, right? And the bigger number is always the multiple of smaller number, again in the same case if remainder is 0. Fine. So this is the relation between the factors, multiples and remainder. Now for finding the remainder in case of polynomials, we have two methods. One is for finding the remainder, one we have long division method. Second we have the remainder theorem. Now I will be discussing the example. We will be solving the same example with both the methods. Fine. Let's move to that example. Example says two polynomials are given to us, px and gx, and the question says divide px by gx. But first step is to convert them into standard form. Now what is standard form? We always have to write the powers in the descending order. Like px, I can write highest power here is 2, so 3x square plus x minus 1. Similarly gx also will be written as x plus 1. Fine. I am discussing here the long division. Now how do we divide? Otherwise you have done in the previous class also. How do we divide? We have the 1. We have to divide it by x plus 1. Now you have to see the first term here and here. How I can decide that which divisor should I take in this step? This work you have to do in rough. See how you can do. You write the first term of dividend and first term of divisor divided by first term of divisor. What you will get? 3x. That means you need to multiply the divisor with 3x in the first step. So 3x into x plus 1, I will get 3x square plus 3x. You can see 3x square plus 3x. Because in every step I need to make the first term same. So I have multiplied by 3x and I have got 3x square plus 3x. You have to write the like terms under the like terms. X square under x, x square under x square, x under x likewise. Fine. Then we have to subtract both the equations. So all the signs will be changed. As it is positive, we write the new signs in the next line. Here also negative. Now first term will always be cancelled in the every step. second term. Now you have to consider its new sign, not the old one. Forget this old sign, you have to consider the new sign. That means plus x and minus 3x. So I am left with minus 2x plus minus minus, and then I will bring the next term here. Now again, for here what do I need? I will check here in my rough work. First term of the dividend upon first term of the divisor. I will get minus 2. That means I need to multiply the divisor by minus 2. What I will get? Minus 2x minus 2. So we have multiplied by minus 2 and we have got minus 2x minus 2. Again, move to the changing of sign. This will be cancelled because one is positive, one is negative, and this will be plus 2 minus 1, 1. So this is my remainder. Fine. Is it clear? Now this we have found the remainder by long division method. Fine. If I want to find out the remainder of the same question using remainder theorem, what is the method I am going to discuss? That if using the remainder theorem, how can we find out the remainder? There we don't have to divide, such a long division is not required. Fine. What we have to do, the divisor, first of all the divisor we have to put it equal to 0. Fine. What will be the value of x? Minus 1. Then I have to put this value in the given polynomial. That means Px was given to us 3x square plus x minus 1. So I need to find out P of minus 1. Fine. 3 of minus 1 square plus minus 1 minus 1. So it will be 3 into 1, 3 minus 1, that is 3 minus 2 and 1. So this 1 is my remainder. Fine. So there are two methods. You can see we have got the same remainder. One by long division, one by remainder theorem. If it is mentioned in the question that you have to use long division, then you have to use, otherwise you can use any of the methods. Fine. So from here we have concluded one more thing, that if my remainder is 0, that means the divisor is the factor of the polynomial. Fine. Given polynomial. As I told you,